First, the bad news. SAP Business AI won't generate amusing holiday cards, but it will personalize career paths for your people and let you know which suppliers are best, so you can be ready for the next opportunity. Revolutionary technology, real-world results. That's SAP Business AI.
Welcome to the Instagram Stories for Monday, April 26th. I'm your host, Daniel Hill. Let's get right into Mosseri Monday, which is where we review what head of Instagram, Adam Mosseri, shared on his Ask Me Anything. This week he did a ton of really good questions, but I'm going to have to narrow it down to pick my favorites so that we make the best use of this time and it doesn't go on too long. Let's get right into it. First question. What is TikTok doing better than Instagram? Legit question. Right off the bat, I'm going to say TikTok's doing a lot of things better than Instagram. Here's the answer.
I think TikTok is better at identifying new talent. We're pretty great for people who've already made it to do more online. I think TikTok is better at discovering new talent, and we should get better at that. So I'm trying to do exactly that.
That's actually not accurate. I would say that TikTok is better at identifying content you've never seen before but want to see. Really, that's the strength of the platform. Next question, tell us about the new features of Instagram. Here's the answer.
Yes, but can't talk about them here. But this week we did launch some really cool features around helping people protect themselves in direct. The ability to block abusive comments and even select specific words you want to have be blocked in your messages. So check it out.
I'm glad he brought up the protections in direct messages. If you want to listen to me recap that news and give my take on it, check out Thursday's episode of the show from April 22nd. You can check out past episodes of the show on Apple Music or Spotify or wherever you get podcasts. Just look for the Instagram stories. Next question. Are you on Clubhouse? It's been a while since I've said this, but I am totally over Clubhouse. Here's the answer.
Absolutely, I'm a fan. I've done a few of them. I'm primarily on Android right now, and they're not yet on Android, so not as often as I used to, but I think they're rad.
I'm really glad he brought up the fact that he's using Android. This is part of an Android April program that Instagram does to try to get more of their developers to use Android and understand the experience from a different perspective. Let's be frank, there are just many features of Instagram that are not available on the Android app. There's no good reason for that, so I'm really looking forward to having feature parity between Android and iOS. Next question. Is it still possible to become popular for just photos? Here's the answer.
Absolutely. We want to make sure that you can become popular no matter what it is that you're into, as long as you can find an audience that's also into the same thing.
I don't think I really agree with that answer. They either have to be very compelling photos that no one else is creating or doing, or they have to be photos that serve an extremely niche audience that no one else is serving. I think that's very hard in this day and age. Next question. How are you helping creators make real money versus pennies? This is the greatest question that I've seen in a while, and the answer...
To date, the most meaningful monetization product for creators is branded content, which we aren't involved in direct, but we help facilitate. But we have a lot more to do. I think we can do more on affiliated marketing, on merchandise, on tipping, on digital goods, and rev share, some more to come.
Okay, here's the real crux of the problem. Social media platforms expected us to provide content free of charge. And to be honest, I provide a ton of content free of charge. I provide flash briefings. I provide podcasts. I make Instagram posts to educate you. I make reels to entertain you. And no one pays me for that at all. Is that really the best way? If Instagram is profiting off my content, shouldn't I receive some kind of compensation for that? You can argue that I get reach for my efforts. I get in front of people that I would never normally have a chance to see, which is an excellent point. But looking from a numbers perspective, if another platform is going to pay me, you bet I'm going to move to that platform first. So these are really important things that Instagram needs to address. YouTube pays creators based on ad revenue once you hit 1,000 subscribers. Instagram does not have a parity offering, and really that's something they need to have worked on yesterday. Right now at this point, Snapchat is paying creators $1 million per day for content. This is a very different world in 2021. Okay, next question. Why did you make hidden likes optional? If you're not familiar, I talked about this extensively 2 weeks ago. There are going to be 3 options when it comes to hiding likes. Option 1, turn off like counts on other people's posts, meaning when you scroll through Instagram, you will not see how many likes your favorite celebrities or other people you follow got on their posts. Option 2, turn off like counts on your own posts. This way people can't tell how many likes you got on your posts. Option number 3, keep the exact experience you have today and don't change it. Here's the answer.
We're testing like counts being hidden as a setting because it's just generally polarizing. Some people are finding it really useful. It helps them concentrate on what they want to concentrate on. Others are finding it just really frustrating and annoying. So why not make it a choice?
This option is actually great because it gives the best of both worlds. People can have whichever option they prefer or just leave it with the original experience, which I think is an excellent way to handle it from a product perspective. I actually have an Instagram account that I use just for events. I don't really make it a public account because it's just private for events. However, this account got the option to turn off like counts. I'm going to be messing around with that a little bit, seeing how it looks. No one will really know because it's a private account, but I'll report back what it's like using this test. Okay, that's it for today's episode. If you have a chance, my wife and I just made our first dancing reel. I've been watching TikToks and reels for over a year now, and I've seen people do amazing dancing, and I always thought one day I would really like to get the confidence to dance like that. Well, I asked a friend of ours to teach me how to actually do this because I am probably the world's worst dancer, but we pulled it off and nobody has told me yet that I look like an idiot, which I'm really super happy about actually. So check that out on my account at Daniel Hill Media. Leave a comment if you don't mind, and come back tomorrow for more Instagram tips, strategy, news, and more.